Hello, hello from the French Quarter in New Orleans of the United States of the crazy, insane normies. But look, no masks. There. Look, these people who look totally normal. That's called the Italian Barrel. This is a quiet. We're at the end where it's more quiet right now.
There's Envy.
Oh, this is Envy. This is the place where we would go
That's the one till midnight.
till midnight.
Coffee shop slash bar.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so where's Bourbon Street? Are we that where we're heading right now? Okay, so, hey Natalie. So we are now approaching Bourbon Street, and we're gonna drive up it, which is something that you.
Can't drive up it.
Oh, but we were just on it. I thought
We passed through.
we passed through. Well, what was the popular street that we were just driving up then? That wasn't Bourbon Street. We were going towards Canal.
No, normally you can't drive on Bourbon.
Normally, but we did a couple of times.
I did during the pandemic.
Yeah. Dragalocta wants to say, Jason, hi, how are you?
Hi there.
He says, hi there. Can you hear Jason when he talks? Hey, Shannon. Hello, Natalie. Natalie. That's called the Golden Lantern Bar. And that's a beautiful house right there. It's kind of dark, so bear with us, but we're going to get to a more populated area that we were just in. Caleb Van Gelder. Should I be pronouncing that Caleb Van Gelder? Is that uit Nederland? Or is that a German name? But I'm feeling a little bit of Dutch in the Gelder. The Gelder. It actually would mean Caleb Van Money, I guess, because money in Dutch is geld. Geld. And if jij heeft uh, geld, that is goed. Alles goed. Let's see here. Correct the first time. Yay. We have Sue Finelli, my favorite. And we have Tom Bombadi. Wait, Bombadil. And I'm sorry, it's just because the car is bumpy that it's hard for me to read. You're second generation USA, but you are from Holland. Your parents or your grandparents are from Holland. Oh, here we go. What's this? Just an interesting thing to look at. It doesn't look like a cemetery. It looks like something else. We were driving by the oldest cemetery here a while ago, and okay, so spreekt je Nederlands? Begrijpt me? Ik denk dat met familie uit Nederland. Ik denk.
For sale.
Oh.
Must be one of the places where you're looking at.
Oh, right on. That looks cool. We're looking at it because we just have dreams. It's not like we can actually do it.
We would love to have a place in the French Quarter.
Yes. Yeah.
It's good to dream.
Love that. Ik wil graag een thuis in de buurt. Here. Okay. Oh, Dragalocta. Lochta. So if you're from Scotland, that must be pronounced Lochta, like Loch Lomond. So it's 3:36 a.m. in Scotland. And you can see those buildings over there. That would be Canal Street. So now we're driving up a not busy street. So do we? I want to go back to the street where everyone was, partying and holding those really neon lit drinks and being festive and fun. All right, and I'm correct about the pronunciation of your last name. Yay! Let's see if there's any interesting signs that say for sale, warning, haunted, because they do that in this area. They have to let you know if it is understood to be haunted. Wake and bacon. Okay, it's a sign. The next person I see smoking a joint, I'm gonna ask him for a hit. I'm just kidding, Jason. Okay, Shannon Sophia says, do they make time zones because they're hiding something? Yeah, they're hiding our connection to the natural world. And we have an episode about that. Look for, email me, and it's really loud here, so email me and I will tell you the episodes to listen to, which explain time zones and how they were implemented by the robber barons for the train system and all that jazz. Right, Jason? Mm-hmm. And also 76 on Standard Oil would also tie into that well. All right. So let's see here. Tom Bombadil. I often think my great-great-grandparents must not have had much fortitude to have left Scotland.
Okay,
here's Berman Street. Hello, everyone. Hey. Don't you know who I am? Bunk Dunklardson. It says where we're headed. We're just driving around the French Quarter because we were just at dinner. It's a really nice night to have the windows down. Hello. I just wonder if people would be excited that a camera's pointed at them, but then I realized it's 2020. Oh, those people are looking at something. What were they taking a picture of? They thought that was pretty or worth taking a picture of. They were both taking a picture of the same thing with their phones. Gem de France. Black fly butterfly. Yeah, lots of art galleries.
Alright, so we're going to come back down.
Okay.
By the quarter again, or by the Bourbon Street again.
Okay, cool. You're the boss. Since we're live, maybe we will somehow, for the first time ever while doing this, bump into someone who wants to talk to us. Oh, shit. Well, that was the wrong moment to suggest that then.
By themselves in the car alone.
Right, so this is Bourbon. And we can't drive down Bourbon anymore, I guess, because it's so crowded. Or maybe we can. I don't know if you guys can see that. And then here's more just little houses and places and things that look so closed up with these shutters. And I have no idea if people live here or if they're offices. But these are some of the oldest buildings in the country. Is that correct?
Somewhat.
Look at that. You guys love that? Isn't that architecture so good? I love the style. And Jason and I were looking for Airbnbs here in case we ever wanted to stay a couple nights. And of course, everything's upstairs, right? And so the one that I found that has an elevator that looks accessible is $500 a night. And then we were curious to be like, wow, $500 a night. I wonder what the mortgage would be. And we found a place, and it doesn't even matter if the house is $189,000. That one that I was looking at that had an elevator, the price on Zillow for that, it's the homeowners association. So I think that the French Quarter has its whole homeowners association, and it's like $600 or $700 a month to have a rent just to own here. Yet there's a homeowners association that's ridiculous, and it's not even there's a community pool or anything. It's just to be in the area. What is that? It looks like a hotel lobby, maybe. Here's another Sheraton thing in case anyone wants to plan a trip. So now here's Bourbon again, and we always end up walking here because I always remember this sign, Tropical Isle. And then I've peed in here before, yes, but not on the floor, in the bathroom. Hotel Madison DeVille. That looks old. Historic Hotel of America. Yeah. Oh, look, he has to do a special thing to go in. I don't even think I can fit through that doorway, but I want to stay there. Oh, look, they're just called drinks. Get drinks. Oh, it's pop. See, all these little places are so busy on the inside. There's so many people inside all of these little pods. This is where our area, huh? Royal Street now. This is more high end, I think. There's a busker back there that we could try to drive by.
Oh my god.
Nola Kids, that's cute. Look at those cool dresses. Oh my gosh, look at all that artwork. I want to own art.
People are watching.
27 people. Gallery de Rue. But we've only been live for 10 minutes, so. Look at all this beautiful artwork that I will never be able to afford. I want to fill my home with just art. Cover the walls just like that, like as if it was an art gallery. Oyster bar and balcony dining. I just love all the intricate craftsmanship of just all the details. Every single building is individual with its own individual design with the same little themes and motifs. Hi.
Cats, I've been in there a bunch of times.
Fat cats.
When I was GC Pro, I used to talk to the owner there.
Oh, cool. Didn't you play at a bunch of places down here?
No, I saw my friend Jason.
Oh yeah, I think I remember. Oh, this guy's dancing.
He played a bunch of that.
Yeah.
Played.
Yeah. Woo-hoo. Hi. Oh, okay. Let's look at comments for a bit while we're in a thing because I think people are saying funny things. I thought I saw something funny. French Quarter looks like a nice place. That's right, Tom. 7-7. Cal Washington is full of amazing spiritual gravy lately. It would be so wonderful to see him back on our favorite truther show, Crow 777 and Jason. Yeah, it would be nice to talk to him. It's just that when we had him back and talking about the notice of liability before the COVID stuff started, and oh yeah, look at those. Oh, this is our place? Oh no, that's different slot. Wait, what was I saying? So Cal Washington, we've been waiting for him to like open up his website and make all of his paperwork available, but I don't think that there's any update on that. So the spiritual gravy I am interested in. I will reach out and find out what he would want to do a show about. So thanks for the tip, Shannon. BlackRock bought them out. Who bought who out? Are you making a joke and saying they bought out the French Quarter? Scotland is pretty small and all claimed up. Your ancestors were tough as nails, brother, crossing the sea and starting again free. That sacrifice. That is a good statement. I agree with that. Can't wait to visit this place on the metaverse. That's the funny one I thought I saw, Jason. That's funny. Yeah, and you also should go visit Notre Dame as well because that was 3D mapped out conveniently before they burned it. Oh, that's a traffic jam, but I don't mind really. I don't mind traffic jam because then we could talk to people. Hey. Tropical Isle is where I remember getting a drink called the Hurricane. So Sue Finelli, bless her heart. Did you get drunk, Sue? I bet you got drunk off that. Okay, very lit up and beautiful place. Where is it? New Orleans? Yes, that's correct. And that question came from a screen name written in either some kind of Russian or Czech, so I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Or maybe that's Greek. I'm sorry. Is that Greek? Greek? It's just a different alphabet than I'm used to. Dave Scott's here. Great to see you. So you're in Austin, Texas, Tom. They've been putting restrictions on live music downtown. Well, that's gay. There was another drink called a hand grenade, says Sue. Oh, did you guys see that? Did you see how quick Jason was with that honking? Ford Lincoln Mercury. Random question. Is there anywhere to download the soundtrack to Shoot the Moon? On CD Baby, it should be available unless Jason still has to complete that last step. Right, Jason?
It should be available.
It should be available. Look on the CD Baby, Shoot the Moon.
If it's not working, let me know so I can fix it.
Yeah, if it's not working, let us know because they've been bugging us for like personal information that we don't want to give.
Okay, here you go.
Hello. Woo. Hard Rock Cafe. And then this is Mango. Remember the Mango character from SNL? Okay, Jason and Rose, what's up? STEM 2005. Jerry Marskinsky, good question. Email me. We'll talk. I want to figure out exactly what to discuss, not just schizophrenia. It needs to be more. Hopefully you can hear me respond. Good timing hearing that ending. The New Orleans Bourbon Society. If anybody wants to know, there's a parking lot right here. And right here.
So should we have an event down here?
Yeah, we want to know if we should have an event because we were looking at the Hyatt and it would be so badass, but it would be expensive. Like,
It costs a couple bucks.
yeah.
But it'll be so fun.
So it's so nice to see that there are people back here and no masks. Well, there was a couple. But I guess there's nothing that can be done about a few weirdos. Unique boutique, the lowest prices in the French Quarter. And this is much different than Jason. Did you know that
There's another retard.
in the red light district in Amsterdam, if you take a photograph with your phone of one of the prostitutes, one of their pimps will take your phone, smash it on the ground, and throw it into the canal, and maybe even beat you up. No pictures allowed in the red light district. I remember because I stayed in a hostel there. And now, in this day and age, that was 2008. I wonder if in 2020 they just stopped even trying to stop people from doing that, or if they just hunkered down with their protections. Okay. Oh, Spicy Sarah, Mama, how's your baby? I want to FaceTime with you soon. Can we do that if you have an iPhone? And so, yeah, we want to do a meetup. And we want to know if people would actually come to the French Quarter for like a kind of expensive. See, Jason and I are planning, but we're thinking of planning an expensive like VIP event in the French Quarter because there's nothing we can do to try and have an event here that won't like have tickets. But then we're thinking of doing a free event should we say anything about it yet? We are thinking of doing a free event in Washington. So if you're in the Washington area, not Washington, D.C., Pacific Northwest, we have got some really exciting plans that will make it a free event with vendors and, just really cool speakers that will not be mentioned yet. But we've been looking into this. And since the venue would be free, obviously, why would we charge tickets? So we'll figure that out and give more information. But we really want to know if it's worth it to plan something here in the French Quarter. About Santos Bonacci, go ahead and go to this channel that you're on right now, Secrets of Saturn, and scroll all the way down to 2015 and listen to the interview with Jason and Santos Bonacci. That was an original gangster interview, the last interview that was ever done with Santos Bonacci before he went to jail and had his had his experience, which would cause anybody to have stress and anxiety and mental reactions to that. And then I'm so happy to see that Santos Bonacci is back out there doing interviews. In fact, if you guys want to look up an interview that he did with a friend of mine from high school who now is like a very astrology girl, like living in Topanga Canyon, you'll see she's gorgeous. And when she interviewed Santos Bonacci, I said, hey, wow. So did you know that Santos Bonacci was a flat earther? What do you think of that? And she says, I'm like, are you a flat earther? And she's like, yeah, I'm an astrologer, so I'm geocentric. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, did you know that Kelsey Kerwin started a website called meetflatearthers.com? And she was like, oh, snap. But I mean, she didn't use those words. She was using it in like the beautiful, tribal, spiritual wording of an astrologer. So yeah, look up like Alex Coyote Ransom on YouTube and see if you can watch her Santos Bonacci Another thing about Santos Bonacci is I was sent a documentary that I posted on Telegram made by a listener, and he said that Santos Bonacci loved it. I watched pieces of it. I want Jason to watch it too. And it's just a well-made, he's just someone who cares about the truth. So if you want to check out the Crow 7 Radio Telegram, there's a 2-hour documentary I recently posted by a fan who I watched some of it, and Santos liked that too. But as to answer your question, no, we probably won't be having Santos on because we like to cover sidereal astrology, not to bag on tropical at all. We get all of our terms from tropical astrology. It's just as valuable. It's just that we like to focus on what's actually going on in the sky clock. And I don't know how Santos feels about that. I was supposed to do an interview with him at the beginning of the COVID hoax, but I was in the hospital right on March 11th. And that all started. And then the last time that we were going to have him on the Baby Truther show, he had a hurricane wherever he is. Well, actually, I know where he is, and there was a hurricane there. So, dream with Santos, I'd love to, but I just don't know if he would be in the mood anymore. But I don't think that we're going to have him on Crow 7 Radio because he likes to really lecture, and we like to have like more back and forth conversations and make it more of a conversation. So that's where we're at with that. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Yeah. Joseph Williams didn't know that. Yeah. This is like all like 6-year-old information. Who else is here? Jimmy Page says he will come and bring his guitar. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Dragalachta said the Weed Street in Christiana, Denmark bans cameras too. Awesome place. San Francisco is very expensive from what I understand. I don't know why anyone would want to live there when people supposedly poop on the streets. That does not work for wheelchairs. I do not want to roll through human feces. Made it to South Carolina, settling in. Yay, Sarah. We do need to catch up. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. What's up, Bean Bear? Where can you watch what, Stim? It's on Jason's channel. The interview with Santos Bonacci is on this channel that you're looking at right now. You just have to scroll down all the way to years ago when he was doing a Secrets of Saturn podcast. He pretty much stopped doing the Secrets of Saturn podcast at episode 33, I believe, or 34 with Wayne McCroy. And then we brought Wayne on to Crow 7. And we started putting all of our focus on Crow 7 Radio. Jason, Caleb Van Holder says, Santos is a one-way street. Love the guy, though. We have 33 people. Okay, I think we've been on this street already.
Yeah, we just came back around. This is where we are.
Astrolabian Bear, what's up? Is there anyone that I forgot that I missed in here? I saw Dave Scott. I saw Noob. How you doing, Noob? And Vichy. Hello, Jason in the French Quarter, he says. Ford Lincoln Mercury. KJ's. I hope you guys are enjoying this architecture because I certainly love to enjoy old architecture. Look at that church coming up. This camera's not doing it justice at all. Oh, over there. Oh, you missed that. Isn't that awesome? Look at these buildings.
We're at St. Peter's Square.
This is Jackson Square. No wonder I was like drawn to it. And this is the thing that's hard for me to roll up on my wheelchair. I guess you can't tell how steep it is, but yeah, I always am rolling around from there. That's where Landry's is, and there's the square, and then this is Jackson Square. Like right here, this building is Jackson Square. So look at those cannons. So you could look up on the internet what the front of this looks like during the day. The Welcome Center. Spitfire Coffee. Ugh, that place is advertising masks. Oh, but they might be advertising the regular Mardi Gras masks. So they are forgiven. Big Easy Gifts. An herb dispensary.
There's Reverend Zombie's Voodoo Shop.
Legal THC, huh?
Reverend Zombie's Voodoo Shop.
Yeah, is that famous? Help wanted. It doesn't look very open.
It's too funny.
Boondock Saints. Succession Bar Room. Are those two separate places? That's crazy. I feel like in order to get into interesting conversations with people, I would have to go out of the car and get into a bar and talk and meet someone and try to pull them outside because it would be impossible to have a conversation with them inside a bar. Goldmine Saloon. "9/11." Their address was 9/11. What street are we on?
Dauphine, I think.
Look up Dauphine. Dauphene, right? INE. Look up Dauphine. 9/11 Dauphine. Let's find out.
Now we're on
What is that? Betty's Bar and Bistro. Hi. See, that guy smiled back at me. Like, there's only a certain percentage of people that smile back to a random smiling person. I think that's interesting. I want to know their Meyer-Briggs. Oh, look, there's another site. Oh, we should have gone down that, but I don't think that was one way. I do think that was one way, actually. Not this one's one way.
There's the park behind us.
Oh, you see that guy? Should we park? Should we drive by that after we go in this direction, and go to the old parking lots and go to the Freemasonry cemetery? There's a Freemasonry cemetery that we haven't been to at late at night before. Should we go there and just drive by? Okay, if it's on the way to wherever we're going, which is home eventually. It's a gay bar. All right, let's look at comments again. I practice being blind sometimes to enhance my other sentence. I guess at a bar you can practice being deaf. That's a good one, Jimmy. But how can you practice being deaf when you're giving an interview or trying to flat smack or talk to someone? Was that guy doing like a psychic palm reading? Or it's giving advice? I would love, I see, I would love to just set up a table on Bourbon Street and just be like information booth or advice giver for free, and then like take donations. But I can't because in New Orleans, Vampire Cafe in New Orleans, you have to have something called a busking license. You have to get a license to do street performing. Oh, Suspiria is a good film. Suspiria was very cinematically good, but I'm speaking as a baby truther because I watched that kind of stuff before I woke up. What was it about Dario Argento that was so significant when I was taking all those freaking film classes? The snooty film classes, Dario Argento. And then his daughter, I think, became a director as well. And I don't know why I'm speaking an English accent because he is of Latin descent. What is this? It's an interesting hotel. Yeah, so cool. One modern looking building here. Just a really big ass building right here. Okay, now we're on the other part of the French Quarter that we can't drive straight, but we have to drive. We have to go left. But here's the other side of Jackson Square right here. So let's see if I can get as much as I can of these fires. So if you don't know what that is, you can look up Jackson Square in the French Quarter of New Orleans. Wouldn't it be cool if I could fly out Crumb and get some kind of big pickup truck for rent and have him sit in the back of the truck with a freaking keyboard and his like vocoder and like just like this little like one-man band setup, and then doing like the Mad Libs based on the drunk people on Bourbon Street. And Jason could be just driving the truck and I can be running the stream from the front seat using my hotspot. Isn't that such a dream? But Crumb will never jump on a plane to the French Quarter and do what I tell him to do and rent a truck and bring all of his music here just because I tell him to. Would he? Oh, here we go. We have some questions here. Chris PYT says, hey guys, we want to visit LA sometime. My wife is into this history of that area. Awesome. Well, definitely reach out to us if you have our emails, or you could always contact Crow, Jason, or I through crow777radio.com anytime, and then we'll get connected and make plans together because we love meeting people who come to visit. We love it. All right. I drink orange juice mixed with ginger ale at the bar and one hit of LSD. So much fun to ignore the world and pump up the music and turn off the lights. Right on, Jimmy Page. Got to do what you got to do. Bunk, Dunkelardson. Do you guys drink at all? I don't really like the taste of alcohol, but sometimes when Jason has a German beer, because I've just spent, I like beer that tastes like bread to me, and I'm not that great with carbonation. A little convent here. I'm not a drinker. I used to do karaoke 3 to 4 times a week, and I'd have one Long Island iced tea or two, and it didn't work out for me very well with having a successful life. On the first Valentine's Day that Jason and I ever had together, we went to karaoke, and I got drunk and dropped a glass, and Jason ended up having to carry me inside. And since then, I just really haven't had anything to drink. And except like sips of other people's beer. But Jason will have what would you call it? A fine beer?
Yeah, I like Belgian stuff. I like German stuff.
But sometimes you get fruity stuff. Like when Nathan Thompson came to visit us.
Oh, the sours. Those are good.
He left something in the refrigerator that Jason loved.
But watermelon sour.
Watermelon sour. So thank you, Nathan Thompson. Maybe it was called the Ranger. All right. Caleb Van Gelder says, what was the first thing that woke Jason up? And you, Rose?
first thing that woke me up. I've always been kind of awake because I've had a lot of weird, interesting experiences throughout my life, even all the way back to childhood. So it was just kind of like a slow learning process throughout my entire life.
Can you tell the story about what was going on through your head when you were such a young child and you saw something that you didn't understand in the sky and your mom kind of disregarded it? What was going through your head at that moment?
I thought my mom was full of it because clearly there was something there.
But do you think that she actually saw it and lied, or do you think that she? But remember, like in Beetlejuice, like Winona Ryder's character says, like only the strange can see the
She
strange
looked
and
right at it
unusual.
when I pointed.
Oh, but she probably just thought it's something, but it doesn't matter. Is that what you're thinking?
She dismissed it somehow. She did some kind of cognitive dissonance thing.
Yeah, cognitive dissonance. So yeah, when Jason was very young, he saw something in the sky. So it makes sense to me that when Jason became aware of Crow's work, he was incredibly interested in what these unidentified objects were. And yeah, jazz funeral. How interesting. This is kind of like an open market sometimes right here.
Yeah, every day.
Yeah, so
it's called the French Market.
Okay, the French Market. Now
over there is the Mississippi, but you can't see anything from here. We can't get close enough to it.
I can't really say, you guys, what woke me up. I was very rebellious when I was younger. I didn't really buy into anything. I thought everything was poppycock. But what like really, really, really truly woke me up for real, like to become like how I am now, happened in 2013. Hardcore for sure. And then it just grew with my own personal research until around 2016 when I met Jason, and then meeting Crow and living with Jason and meeting Crow in 2017 changed everything, and I was like full blown into this. But I would say that I've always been awake to a degree, but like totally asleep to other degrees. Like I fell into the politics thing, so I would say that between 2008 and 2011, I was really focused on climbing the corporate ladder. And then I like blew all the money I'd saved. Here's Jackson Square. All the money I'd saved traveling the world, especially Nederland, mijn favorite land. And, Kauai, Montreal. Just wanted to enjoy life before going back to college because I thought I wanted to become a teacher. And that's another way I woke up, is by realizing what it took to become a teacher and how bullshit it would be to work for a public school or even a private school. And then I didn't know what to do because I had so many majors at that point. And it's a long story, but then like my life being turned upside down with 2 felony counts for a crime I didn't commit. In 2016, I just couldn't believe that the system was so evil. So that woke me up a lot. Dave Scott, 9/11 woke me up. Mark Passio closed the deal. When I mentioned 2013, I'm talking about the Natural Law Seminar from Connecticut. The Natural Law Seminar that Mark Passio did is what woke me up hardcore, where I decided that was what my life is going to be like, trying to spread the truth. And then also, just so you know, only reason I ever met Jason is because I went to the Free Your Mind conference in Langhorne, Pennsylvania to see Mark Passio. And that's the day that I saw Jason for the first time. And that's also the same day that I met Mark Devlin and a lot of other people, like even people like, oh my gosh, how come I'm blanking on his name? Oh, look at that statue.
Jim Mars was there.
Oh, yeah, R.I.P. Jim Mars. And then the guy who does the history, Michael Cremo. Bob Tuskin. But Larkin Rose, the anarchist. Larkin Rose was there in 2017 though, so I'm getting mixed up because I went back in 2017 hoping Jason would be there and he wasn't. But then I moved to Louisiana to be with him. So that's when I realized what Crow 777 Radio was, because I just cared about Jason. I didn't know about Crow until like as I was moving in. Maybe for a few months before I moved in with Jason, he was sending me links to the show, but I was really only just listening to his voice and waiting for his turn to talk. And then it occurred to me when I was transcribing the show, when I was listening to the show, when I moved in with Jason, that I wanted to start transcribing it because I knew it was important. How did Crow and Jason meet? I don't recall if it was ever discussed much. It was in the movie, right, Jason?
I don't know if it was in the movie, but
Do you want to
we-
explain that? Because I
Yeah,
know the story, but it's your story.
we met because I was doing the Secrets of Saturn thing, and I was trying to reach out to a bunch of interesting people at the time. And I had emailed a guy named James Alfred and Crow at the same time. James and Crow were friends already,
Through Sage of Quay.
and James got back to me first. We did a show together. It was really good. He told Crow, "Hey, that Jason guy's really, really cool, really smart. You should definitely do a show with him." And it's started from there. We did that show. I suggested to Crow after that we do a Lunar Wave roundtable with some of the other folks who had captured the Lunar Wave. Crow started his podcast shortly after that, and I started guesting on that when he was looking for ideas. And eventually, after a few episodes, he just finally said, "Hey, do you want to just do this with me?"
Yeah. So
And here we are 5-6 years later.
yeah, so Jason did a Lunar Wave roundtable with Crow and CD and I think some other guy. And then
it was Randy from Houston,
Randy from Houston, yeah.
Crow, and then there was another gentleman who kind of, a younger fellow, who shot it on an iPhone on a telescope.
Right.
That's who the third person was.
Right. So
he kind of just disappeared.
yeah, okay. So Jason had his podcast first. And then Crow's audience, massive audience on YouTube, was begging him to start his own podcast. And then so Jason was kind of like giving him advice a little bit, I think, as he was getting started. And the first episode that Jason did was episode number 3. And then, Crow kept doing solo ones and having different guests. And then it really, although Jason kept coming back over and over again, but it was really episode 38 through 42 that solidified the deal for the space fraud. It started off, and you can hear if you listen to episode 38, they talk about how it's like probably just going to be one episode. And then because of the massive, unbelievable response, they did 12 hours of radio together in a row. And then after that, Jason and Crow were together ever since. And I think it became more official that they were co-hosts around episode 56 when Crow did when Jason brought forth the information for the alchemy episode. And they got more into like things like Skull and Bones and Brave New World and covering the Vatican all the way up until episode 100. When I was already deep into helping with the research, we had already done Bernays, we'd already done weather modification, we'd already done oil, And so that's when they started doing more guests because they had really covered the whole gamut of the 101 stuff together. And then you want to start looking out for people to go deeper. And then in between that, Jason's been doing hardcore research, and they just did a solo episode together, which I streamed here earlier and deleted. But you can, of course, find it at crow777radio.com, episode 420 on the metaverse. So I hope that answered your question, Chris PYT. Oh, great question from Noob Sci-Fi. He wants to know, whatever happened to the guy who screwed up the home renovations and stole Jason's guitar?
His ass is in jail.
For 14 years. Yeah.
I got everything back except one piece of one of my PA systems. Now, he did steal a lot of money from us. We lost over 10 grand on that. And the stuff that he tore apart in the house is still torn apart.
And I can't be independent.
Thousands of dollars of damage that guy did.
Yeah, so for 2 years now, I've been not independent, and poor Jason has been cooking for me, and it's BS. So I got to get my kitchen up. I got to be able to reach things in my kitchen and be able to make sandwiches for my boyfriend again. All right, let's see here. Susie Q, what's up? There's a police that. Hold on, wait, it went up. I have to go back up again. Whoa, I have to scroll up a lot. We've got some good comments. There's a police prevent at 4650 Paris Avenue. If you're in trouble, Rose, we are waiting for your word to call the cops. Downey there. Wait, what? I don't know what you're talking about, but you'll have to be more specific about what you're talking about. Okay. Hey, Marker 113. Being put on Ritalin at the age of 11, and when I switched school to a half Native American public school and my first time smoking weed and hearing Pink Floyd, I knew something was afoot.
Pink Floyd.
We love Pink Floyd. We love the Freud. I was involved in the Ron Paul campaign in 2012 and then started getting into lots of things involving voluntarism, anarchism, Black and Rose. Oh, yeah. So you totally were in the same. But I was a little bit like, okay, so I was more awake to politics by 2012. I was calling poppycock on that and realized it was all a hoax. But I was into Ron Paul in 2007 and 2008 for sure. I was wearing like a little pin on the back of my wheelchair and talking about minimal government. If the cause is so noble, then people will come forward to donate. We just need limited government, blah, blah. And I'm just like more of an anarchist by philosophy, but I recognize that the current state of humanity could not handle anarchy. But I know I'm preaching to the choir there. If you are into Larkin Rose and Mark Passio, then you know that like you could tell when someone's into Mark Passio because you can't help but say things the way he says them because he says them so well, or just in a way that I like. I remember seeing you guys at Shoot the Moon showing in NYC. Can't believe I used to live there. Oh,
cool.
Awesome. Okay, so Stefan Molyneux, The Story of Your Enslavement, was a good video from that time that wakes people up. I bet I watched that. I used to watch Stefan Molyneux videos a lot, and then I would do videos with my friend Gianna discussing the different philosophers in the quote-unquote alternative media / truth community / philosophy circles. And that's JanaESP.com. I really highly recommend her work if you're not aware of it. Jana, JANAESP as in Paul.com. Just go crazy on her website and just read everything. And you'll know a lot of what she has to say about people. Here's another great question, Jason. Rose or Jason, any experience with Qigong?
No.
Okay, so I love the idea of chi, ki, energy movement. I have the kanji chi symbol tattooed on me. It was my first tattoo that I got when I was 18, but that was not because I was really into Japanese yet, but because it was the symbol on the uniform of the boxing studio that I worked at, that in the same tattoo that my trainer had, my boxing trainer, who passed away in 2007. So Qigong is a martial arts practice that helps to harness the energy with where you're breathing while moving and making sounds, if I understand correctly, that helps you energetically move. It's like not just breathing, not just yoga, but like like the trinity of it. Did I get that right? You tell me if I said the wrong thing. Yes, and Mark Devlin did a kick-ass presentation. Me and Mark Devlin, I feel like he's my long-lost brother right now because I got to meet Mark Devlin in 2016, in 2017, and then Jason and I drove to the Truth Mind Reality Conference with Mark Passio and Mark Devlin and Matt Landman and Irene Pai and all those people in 2018. Then 2019, we did Shoot the Moon. So I got to see Mark Devlin 4 years in a row. And then, of course, you know what happened, and I haven't seen him since. And Jason, we have to remember to get him back on Crow.
I already talked to him.
You already talked to him, and what's the deal?
Yes, he wants to come on.
All right, so I just email him?
Yes.
Okay, so now it's on me. I got it. Thank you. I'm glad I remembered to say that. Okay. We are not in a Prius. We are in a Honda Fit.
Which still gets very good gas.
Which gets good gas mileage. And let's see. I listened to all the old episodes starting at episode 1. I miss those old episodes with no guests when it was just deep dives into topics. Me too, Chris. I wish that we could do more of those episodes, but with now that we do 2 episodes a week, it's so hard for Jason to write episodes. He's writing those notes in advance. And the funny thing is when he was working at Guitar Center, he would have 2 days off, and on those 2 days he would record and edit and then like work a full-time job. But when he was working the full-time job, it was easy for him to write episodes because on his lunch break, he'd go have coffee and you know, write episodes throughout the week. And it's a completely different life now. Wouldn't you say, Jason?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Let's see here. I keep going up and trying to find her. Okay, much love from Canada. Hey, Dawn. Andrew Lexus. Parker. Yeah, go back. Listen to. Everybody should listen for about. No, you know what I think? What I did when I did the transcripts from the beginning, I actually went backwards. So if you feel like you like already heard the last 200 episodes, go like the first COVID hoax episode was 203. So if you listen to 202 and go backwards, it'll be a trip, I promise.
Well, the one we just released is like the old ones.
What the heck?
Okay, listen.
I know I'm not listening to what you said. Say that again, Jason, and then I'll tell you what someone said in the comments. It's so funny.
The episode that we just released on the metaverse is like the old ones.
Yeah, exactly. That's correct. That's what he just said, and another one said in the comments. But someone says they're worried for. We believe Rose is in trouble. I'm getting really afraid for her, says Andrew Bobs. Reporting. What the hell? Should I delete that person? Block them?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Well, it's like acting like they're reporting the video. So I just boot them. Okay, we gotta find the Guitar Gang. Have we tried local po' boy sandwiches? Well, we do live here, so yes, we have.
Oh yes. And they are wonderful.
Shoot the Moon. My daughter and I watched it, and the 18-foot blow-up projector. It was epic. Awesome. Susie Q. Hell no. Hell no. I don't even know why you're bringing up my sister. How do you even know about her? There's no way she ever would be. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That is impossible. Whatever makes you think that my sister would ever open her eyes, you're insane. That would not happen.
Super lefty.
She's a, blue-haired land whale as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so yes.
And there's our favorite CCs.
Would Crow and Jason and Rose ever consider moving to Canada? No, because Jason can't handle the cold, and we like it here.
We bought a house, so.
Jason Rose, say hi to Latoya. Hi to Latoya for me. I don't know who Latoya is.
Well,
Hey, Latoya. All right. What else is there? What the heck? I have to delete this person saying, "Give us a sign if you're okay." Oh wait, Dave Scott. That's not Mr. Avocado. That's my friend, another Dave Wolf. And check out his Dose of Reality shirt.
Okay.
No problem. Yay! We are nice to people. Oh, this is our favorite CCs. This is the CCs we used to come to before they became retarded, and now their hours don't make sense anymore. We like being out at night. We're night owls. Isn't that funny though, Dave, that you thought it was Mr. Avocado? I'm sorry. He would probably never be in a live stream, just so you know. Don't expect to see David Avocado Wolf in a live stream. He's too busy on Telegram. Believe me. All right, Renee D says, Metaverse seems like it would be for those lower vibrational beings and a way to control the collective consciousness from within. Well, yeah, if you listen to the episode, that is the point of the episode. So you should listen to it and then give us your feedback. Okay, so yes, you heard that right, Jaga, but honestly, like, yeah, I mean, she doesn't actually look like that, but that's what she is, like, spiritually, right, Jason?
Oh,
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie, yeah.
Jamie like probably identifies as a blue-haired land whale, but she's actually someone who writes scripted reality for Hollywood. So, talk about my the yin to my yang, right?
Very much so.
Yeah. Now, my stepmom, who is also in Hollywood, or was, because she did 10 years on the Hallmark Channel show Home and Family, which then ended because of the pandemic. Now she's going to be on some like more conservative home kind of studying or a natural, I don't know, like alternative internet app show, I think is what she just joined, called like GAC. And she's the real deal. She loves gardening and planting and homesteading and sustainability. And she's awesome and she gets it. And she's not like my sister at all. Robo Hockey says, I miss the music in the quarter, but not the smell. Well, in 2020, the smell went away. Piss and beer went away for a couple of months down here in 2020. I remember a video of a mom and a sis driving around singing a song out the car window. What song was it? And I was kidding. Oh, okay, good. They were singing Edelweiss, I think, or So Long, Farewell, All Readers. Is that one?
Yeah.
They were mocking um, Trump. Right, Jason? That's
Yeah.
what my mom. They were in masks, driving in outside in a Suzuki
They
like
literally should
Jeep.
have just been screaming, "We're lefties!"
Yeah, and they were playing this German music to the Trump people that were wanting after he lost or something. I can't remember. They were protesting as if they were mad that Trump didn't win, and my mom and Jason just drove around the block at the courthouse in Santa Barbara, mocking them and playing that music really loud in their open ceiling Jeep Suzuki.
Childish and ridiculous.
Kind of childish and ridiculous.
Are you proud of yourselves now?
Yeah. Yeah.
How's that $5 gas?
Yeah. Jonna says there's people out and about. Nice to see.
Yes.
What is going on? I feel like, who are these people? This is so retarded. I'm just blocking so many people right now because they're worried about me.
About what?
Well, they're probably bots or something.
Because we're driving around the French Quarter?
Yeah. Because we are volunteering to have fun together on a lovely evening. I am not in trouble. I am very happy with all of my comfortable pillows in the car to help me enjoy all the bumpy streets. Are you giving a full tour, or are we driving around the same thing?
Well, the quarter's not that big, so we have circling back around.
Dragolocta says, I wear a mask when I'm welding.
It's probably a good idea.
Yes, Megan Douglas, we've been living together since 2017. No, the car is not comfy. It's a Honda Fit, and I have 4 massive memory foam pillows surrounding me right now so that I'm not screaming in pain. Robo Honky it said Rue Chartres. Is that a street?
Chartres?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep, that is a street here. We are. I hope you guys are enjoying like this. If you guys are sick of it, maybe we should end it.
Well, we'll probably head back shortly.
Yeah. Maybe I should stop streaming just because I could transcribe in the car. I just wanted to talk to somebody. I always feel that way when you come down here. And it just never happens. This opportunity never comes. When it starts to get cooler outside, I'll be able to roll around in this weather, and then maybe I'll go live again. I would have been doing that all of 2020 and 2021 if they didn't, close down the society here.
Destroy New Orleans.
They destroyed New Orleans, and that was right when I was waking up and doing my YouTube channel. I could have been doing what Brian was doing, but it was empty here. It was just empty. We're at the same bar here. Masks. Oh, just seeing that guy smoke a cigarette just brought me back to my karaoke days. Or you're just waiting for your turn to sing and hanging out with your friends outside.
Here's the end of Berman, where you can actually drive on it.
I'm sorry, Suzuki. I was just being honest. Dave Scott says, thanks for going live. With David Wolf. Ooh, that looks like a really romantic courtyard back. So there's all these little alleyways that you have to go through, and then behind these buildings, I guess their backyard would be these beautiful courtyards that are all in the middle parts of the blocks. So I wish I could see the floor plans of every single thing in the French Quarter. Is that a little animal? Does she have a little animal?
Yes. That's a drifter.
But it looked like she had a possum on her forehead.
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, not her forehead, her shoulder.
Next door.
She had a possum on her shoulder. I want to meet the possum. Oh, look at that pretty house. Oh, gorgeous. We are being it is
The oldest bar.
the oldest bar right here, Lafitte's. Um, we are taking there's a suggestion to drive down Frenchman Street. There should be plenty of blue-haired Looney Tunes there.
If it was earlier, I'd say we could go for a drive down Magazine Street. You see lots of people, but it's
Yeah.
too late now.
What if we go to that Freemason cemetery? Is it too far away?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't
Not where
realize.
we're going.
Okay, some other time. Some other time. Or in Dutch, that would be een andere keer or de volgende keer. De volgende keer. We gaan naar het masonry, and I do not know how to say cemetery in Dutch. It's killing me. Why did I never learn that word?
All right, I think it's about time to sign off and head home.
All right, everybody.
That was a fun
hour. We've looked around a lot of interesting people. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the French Quarter, and have a beautiful, wonderful rest of your evening. Bye.
Bye.